The Nobel Prize is one of the highest honors awarded in various fields, including literature. Over the years, numerous laureates have produced exceptional works that have captivated readers around the world. Yes, of course, there was a lot of politics in the field, but no one can deny the impact of such laureates as Rudyard Kipling, Knut Hamsun, Thomas Mann, Hermann Hesse, Sir William Golding, Joseph Brodsky, and so on and so on. However, every year's Nobel Prize winner is a kind of representation of what the literature world trends are. Not the best representation though, but we have what we have. Hi, my name is Mike Tulpakov, and here on this channel I introduce great literature and share with you my conscious reader experience. In this video we will dive into the world of Nobel Prize winning literature and explore my personal top 10 books by authors laureates. Again, it's my personal top 10, so don't be too strict to me. Book number 1 is a work by Ernest Hemingway, the renowned American author and Nobel laureate. It is hard to find more known and quoted in mass culture American novel than The Old Man and the Sea. It is a masterpiece that tells the story of an aging Cuban fisherman's relentless struggle against nature and his own inner demons. Hemingway's concise yet powerful prose makes this novella a must-read for any literature enthusiast. Next up on my top 10 list is 100 Years of Solitude by Gabriel Garcia Marquez. It is a novel whose plot cannot be retold easily. This is a work that needs to be felt and experienced. In the book we see several generations from the Buendia family. Among them are revolutionaries and lazybones, ardent mistresses and modest housewives. The Buendia family grows in the small town of Macondo and dies within it. Marquez's book is filled with a variety of events: military operations, incests, the birth of children, magic and miracles. The true master of Marquez is that the dynamic kaleidoscope of life gives the reader the opposite feeling of a smooth, inexorable flow of time and a feeling of loneliness. All-encompassing and all-consuming loneliness, which permeates the fate of each of the heroes. Book number 3, Beloved, is the most famous novel by Toni Morrison, awarded the Pulitzer and then the Nobel Prize. This is an amazing story of a slave, Seti, who decided on a terrible act, to give freedom but take life. And the novel is about how difficult it is sometimes to tear out the memory of the past from the heart, about the difficult choice that changes fate, and about people who will forever remain loved. Next up we have The Stranger by Albert Camus, the influential French-Algerian philosopher and Nobel laureate. The debut existential novel of a young writer, a kind of creative manifesto. The concept of absolute freedom is the main point of the manifesto. The hero of the story is on the trial for a murder he committed for the most stupid of all possible reasons. And this is the truth, that the hero is not afraid to throw in the face of the judges, to go against everything, forget about all conventions and die in the name of his convictions. Coming in at number 5, we have another masterpiece by Gabriel Garcia Marquez, Love in the Time of Cholera. It is the most optimistic work of Gabriel Garcia Marquez, a novel that was awarded the Nobel Prize in 1985. The protagonist of the story, Florentino Ariza, embodies a truly loving and devoted person, one who is able to wait for his beloved until the very end. And a ship that cannot moor to any shore will become a symbol to their happiness, love at the very sunset of life. The novel also was filmed in 2007, the anniversary year for Marquez. The main roles in the film were played by Javier Bardem and Giovanna Mezzogiorno. Both the book and the movie are surely worth your attention. Moving on to number 6, we have Dear Life by Alice Munro, the Canadian short story writer and Nobel laureate. Critics constantly compare Munro with Chekhov, and this comparison is pretty fair. Like a Russian writer, she knows how to tell a story in such a way that readers, even those who belong to a completely different culture, recognize themselves in the heroes. In her collection Dear Life, Munro breathes real life into the characters, with all the flaws and nuances. The most powerful weapon in Monroe's arsenal is her ability to emphasize with the characters, and here again she demonstrated in full. Monroe's collection of short stories offers a deep exploration of the human condition, capturing the complexities of ordinary lives with precision and empathy. At number 7 we have Disgrace by J.M. Coetzee, the South African author and Nobel laureate. This thought-provoking novel follows the life of David Laurier, a professor who experiences a personal and professional downfall in post-apartheid South Africa. He leaves Cape Town and moves to the lesbian daughter Lucy in the Eastern Cape. To describe ethnic and ethical contradictions, Coetzee uses strong composition and a very tight plot in which all storylines are looped. Coetzee's powerful exploration of themes such as power, race, and redemption make Disgrace a compelling and emotionally charged read. Moving on to number 8, we have Never Let Me Go by Kazuo Ishiguro, the British author and Nobel laureate. Set on a dystopian world, this poignant novel explores the lives of Kathy, Ruth, and Tommy, who come to terms with their purpose in society. This is the story of love, friendship, and memory. Ishiguro's haunting prose and exploration of humanity and identity make Never Let Me Go an unforgettable reading experience. At number 9 we have yet another masterpiece by Gabriel Garcia Marquez, Chronicle of a Death Foretold. Again, don't be too strict to me, this is my personal top 10 list. Set in a small Colombian town, this novella revolves around the murder of Santiago Nazar and the events leading up to his tragic fate. Again, Marquez's narrative techniques and examination of honor, fate, and social expectations make the book a compelling and suspenseful read. And finally, book number 10 is The Remains of the Day by Kazuo Ishiguro. This captivating novel takes us into the world of Stevens, an English butler reflecting on his life and the choices he made in the face of duty and personal sacrifice. Life from Barrymore's point of view. His style is based on restraint, which reveals itself in the very mechanics of speech. The hero does not consider it possible to express his feelings, and at the linguistic level, this kind of asceticism leads to remarkable results. We have before us a kind of reverse side of Dostoevsky, with his uncontrollable flow of emotions. Ishiguro's masterful storytelling and exploration of themes such as loyalty, regret, and self-discovery make The Remains of the Day a true literary masterpiece. And that concludes the list of my top 10 best books by Nobel Prize winners. These remarkable works of literature offer profound insights into the human condition, tackle complex themes, and showcase the immense talent of Nobel laureates. Whether you're a book lover or someone looking to explore extraordinary literary achievements, these books are definitely worth adding to your reading list. I hope this video was helpful, so make sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons, it really helps this channel to grow. And if you have something to say about these authors or want to complete the list with your favorite Nobel Prize laureates books, feel free to write a comment below. For now, bye bye, see you soon.